Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing character. Today, still over at Belaya. Figured I'd give it some more time. I had a lot of fun yesterday brown trout fishing, so figured we'd do that. Between episodes, I did take my happy hour from yesterday to build just a few lures. Just a few. So, as you can tell, very, very busy. Somewhere probably in the vicinity of 500, if not more, lures were made during our happy hour. I had a little bit of time left over. So, just to give you an idea, I will go through this and keep only the good ones, only, quality 9s and 10s. I'll kind of figure that out. I haven't looked at which ones were good and which ones were bad. But I did do that between episodes, so that did get us up to lure making of 77.5 before I ran out of 10 bars and sandpaper. So I was actually about perfect. I think I had 3 minutes left on my happy hour afterwards. I did go ahead and cast out and catch a small brown trout at the end of that happy hour, so that's still in my inventory. Other than that, didn't really miss anything. That's just me clicking buttons over and over and over. So didn't want to waste your time watching that because it was not exactly fun. But gets us closer. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get the last 8% or so I need to get up to 88 or 85%, I believe it is, for excellent minnow making. And then we can look at making some of the balsa minnows that have been kind of the popular lures right now. I'm in a little bit of a different spot. Not too far from where we were yesterday, but I wanted to cast a little bit more downriver. So I'm over here at 70-34, casting at the rock. Just kind of to the side of the rock, really. I'm using a 26 speed and trying to get speed up. I did take a look at the cafe. Good. I did take a look at the cafe before I got started, and there really wasn't much in the way of spin fishing. There was a Xander order that I thought about, but I don't really know Xander here too well, so I decided against that. There is a perch order as well too, so if we get that, we get that. Other than that, it was all float or bottom fishing. And I don't really want to get distracted doing that. Small-eyed. It's early afternoon on Sunday, January 22nd, 2023. If you're wondering why I'm talking about happy hour, this account does not have premium, but the devs have given everyone a week of happy hour right now, so I'm taking advantage of that and grinding up lure making. Honestly, probably a little early to be going into a silver sink like that, but because we have happy hour, I want to take advantage of it. Was hoping to have a second HSV for trolling before I did that, but it is what it is. We had a little bit of snow here in real life yesterday, and actually earlier today when I was escorting the dog around the block, so not too bad. Just enough to stick, but where the trees covered my yard, there was no snow. That's a nice brown trout. $887 brown trout for $28.50. I'm using the Spiker 215. Couldn't remember if it's the 15 or the 16. It's the solid black one that does not have dots on it. Being a little cloudy and getting into nighttime, that kind of made sense. And now it's going to rain at night too. Awesome. That may slow things down more, but we'll see. May also bring out the big fish. I'll probably keep most of the Xander spoons I have right now that I created. So if you Google RF4 lure power leveling, that's the guide I'm using. And basically, from here to 100, it's creating Xander spoons. I may keep the ones I've already created rather than clean those up right now, just because I can then clean them all up at once. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm only going to keep probably quality 9s and 10s. I got to see what I ended up with. I honestly did not pay attention to the quality as I was making them. If they're good or not, I honestly have no idea. I was just, oh god. I may have to move this from this spot, and I may have to log out here. We'll see. With 2 snags here, I'm not feeling super confident about this spot anymore. Yep, I gotta log out. I'll be right back. And we're back basically to the same spot we were yesterday. I went a little bit further upriver so that I could aim a little bit downriver while casting. And we'll see what we can get from this. It is raining, it is night, so I expect it to be a little bit slow right now. And basically, if you don't know why I logged out, it's kind of cheating the system a little bit, I'll admit it, for dealing with the snags. So it just frees the snag so I didn't lose a lure when I could literally have bent down and freed that lure. If it gotten snagged out in the middle of the river, to me, that would be a little bit of a different story. But that was right at my feet. Raining, I'm going to go back to the fast mode. I thought there was a bite there when the line went slack for a split second. Probably good chub is my guess. Not gonna lie, bit concerned. A little bit more than a bit concerned now. Very concerned. This fish may win. We got some progress there. That's good. A little less concerned now. I still don't think we got this fish whooped, though. No, we don't have this fish whooped. And I know I want this fish, too. Alright, we may have it whooped. All right, breathing a lot easier than I was. A big old brown trout, I think. No, it was a Taimen. That's why. 2.7 kilo Taimen. That is a tiny Taimen. Whew. It's a bit on the lucky side that we were able to get that. Taimen are very, very, very strong fish. But I will take that fish any day of the week. You might ask, why am I using the smaller reels, smaller rod here? Part of it is because I'm using spinner baits. So the bait is a 3-gram lure, and the 5.4 kilo rod I have is a 5-gram test weight. So it only casts out a very, very short distance because it doesn't have, it basically doesn't kind of whip the line as well, doesn't bend the rod. So you don't get the casting distance that I do with this rod. I may look for a better rod to use bigger reels on in the future if we keep coming here, but this rod and reel combo is not bad. Probably needs a repair soon, but I enjoy it. Nice brown trout here, it looked like. 415 grams. Last minute chub. Just short of a marker. I think a marker is 500 gram. I think that was 1 gram short. Four-legged thing. It's upside down on the couch next to me. He's got his paws up on the back of the couch beside my shoulder and is chasing something in his sleep. Doing kind of that little running thing dogs do when they're asleep. Front paws are chasing something. Big perch. Not quite a trophy, probably 700 grams. 713 gram. little bit smaller perch, probably 500 to 600 grams. Not that much smaller, 674. Small fish here. Small brown trout. Give me just 1 second. Gonna take a quick pause. Phone's ringing. And I'm back. Good old spoofed number. Looked like my new boss was calling me, and it was not her at all. I hate that trend of using, I don't know how they're doing it, but they're using the last number you kind of insert into your phone as the number that's calling you. My favorite was the one time I was talking to someone on the phone and I got a phone call from their number. And then 30 seconds later, they got a phone call from my number. Yeah. My armrest started moving and sneezing. He woke up when I had to dig the phone out of my pocket. Little last minute chub again. Getting speed up without even holding shift there. That time I had to. Another last minute perch this time. Not gonna lie, didn't expect it to be a perch. I'm glad I looked down before I said anything. Brown trout this time, I think. Yep. Probably our last day here at Belaya. Especially since I will need to go buy some more in bars and such. I think they're expensive here. I'll have to look. Not sure where I'm going next. Maybe back to Volkov. Maybe over to Winding. I don't know. Double speed up there. no shift and then shift. And keep in mind, you cannot keep speed up forever. You sometimes get it with no shift because the current of the water will make the lure spin as if you're already reeling in. So you get the base speed up for that. So right now I'm not holding anything. I got a fish. Looks like a perch. 313-gram perch. Cast out. Let it sink for a second and float with the current. Lock. And then spin a couple times. Wait. And here we'll see if I get spin up. Speed up. Nope. And then I hold shift, which kind of spins twice as fast. Got speed up. Let go for a second. It doesn't look like I'm going to get it without holding shift this time. Some of it depends on where I'm actually casting. I tend to get more speed up without shift if I cast more downstream. And I'm casting more across stream. Not to push yourself off the couch there, buddy. Just did a stretch and almost pushed himself off the couch. Small perch. So, a little bit downstream this time. Still not getting it. Ow. Someone got off the couch and just got my foot caught as he was turning around. And is now back up on the couch. Needed to turn around. Small brown trout. Good fish here. But an asp? Yep, not quite as good as I thought because of it being an asp, but oh well. It looks like a chub. Because it was. Last minute perch. I perch. There's speed up, not holding anything. And then shift holding speed up. Just clicking, speed up. Shift clicking, speed up. That'll get it again, just clicking. Yeah. Looks like a decent one. We'll see. Think it's a brown trout. It is. 700 gram brown trout, 2200 XP. Wonder if FedEx just delivered something to me or the wrong house. Been having a lot of problems with FedEx over the years. And I'm supposed to get a delivery from them. It said tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure a FedEx truck just stopped outside of my house. And if it wasn't that, I may have to step away to go fetch that real quick. One of the few things FedEx doesn't actually require a signature on. A couple days ago, I had something get. Supposedly, they left a note on my door. Turns out they left a note on the wrong house 3 days in a row. And I actually caught that and called and yelled at a supervisor because this has been an ongoing thing with FedEx for me. And the day after, they deliver to the same wrong house and state that it was rejected as no one lives at that address by that name because they were at the wrong house, and I had it on video that they were told you need to go next door. My neighborhood's a little bit weird in that the addresses go up by 4s instead of 2s. So it's, 13, 17, 21, 25 instead of 13, 15, 17, 19. So I kind of understand that. And whatever mapping vendor that FedEx and Grubhub uses puts the dot between two houses for where it really is. What's interesting is usually it's north, and this time they were going south. So it's only FedEx, and this has been an ongoing thing for years with FedEx. For me, I've had multiple conversations with supervisors in the area. The last time they delivered to the wrong house, they actually took a photo showing the wrong address on the house they were at, saying I wasn't there. So I don't trust FedEx. UPS doesn't have this problem. Post office doesn't have this problem. Even DoorDash people don't have the problem. It was it. It didn't hit my email right away, so trying to find the tracking number. It's something that shipped a couple days ago. And unfortunately, I get quite a bit of email. And I'm not one of those that clears it out, so I've got every email I've ever received. About once a year, I move the old stuff into a folder, usually February or March timeframe. I moved last year's email into a folder. It was delivered. Love that the app told me that. Love that they emailed that it was delivered. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. I don't want that sitting outside in the cold. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Didn't miss anything. Probably a minute later, just had to run down a few stairs, grab the box, bring it inside, and haul it upstairs real quick. It's a little bit out of breath because I did it quickly. Hey, the app just finally told me that it was delivered. Way to go, FedEx. And they didn't screw up. It was actually at my house for once. Honestly, the weekend folks seem to be better. I don't know why. Maybe they're not as rushed. Maybe they have less deliveries and can focus on it, but looks like I did get a 1 kilo chub there while I was checking my email. A nice little fish there. We're 40 minutes into it, so got a little bit of time. I also love that FedEx last email was it's still going to be delivered on Monday, which was earlier than it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be delivered Tuesday, then it was Monday. Then they never told me it was out for delivery. First world problems, I know. And also it was just set outside. They didn't knock on the door or anything. But that's the way things are these days. $28 fish here, 40 minutes. Not bad. Okay quality, not amazing, not horrible. Did have that 2.5 kilo Taimen. Couple of medium-sized brown trouts. 1 kilo chub. Couple of medium-sized perch as well, which they're not worth a whole lot, but Better than nothing. That's a decent grayling. I can see the fin on the top. Probably 600 to 700 grams, maybe. Or 2.1 kilos. That's a very good grayling. Holy crap. 3,600 XP and probably 30 or 40 silver. Yeah, probably 25 actually. If I remember correctly, it's about 10 to 12 per kilo. Grayling. That's a small pike. Luckily brought it in pretty quickly so it couldn't bite the lure off. Luckily it was a pretty small one as well. $30 fish, 45 minutes. We still have time. See if we can't get another couple good fish. Small fish. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. It is a little bit on the warm side at 18. Not horrible. Seems like in general bite rate went down because I'm not seeing a lot in chat. And it's 4:10 p.m. and getting warmer. It was 18 point something the last time I looked at the temp. Slow down since it's warm. That's starting to pick up, so hopefully we start to pick up fish too. If not, we already have a pretty decent amount too. Here's a fish. Not an amazing one, but a fish. Small chub, I think. Yep. Tiny fish. I think it's a perch. Yep. And it's a brown trout, I think. I think it's a small one though. Yep. Almost hit the wrong button there. I went to clear my throat and almost hit the pause button instead of the mute button. Decent brown trout here. $688 grams, another 2200 XP. Probably 2 or 3 more casts, depending on the fish. Last second chub, not a good one. That Annie had either a fish that was about to get away or a snag. And instead of breaking the rod reel, you can hold X and cut your line. You see they kind of pop up in the center there. That's the other way to get out of a snag, but then you obviously lose your lure. And if you've oversized your line, that's a way you can save your reel from breaking, is cutting the line before it gets to the end. On this rod, I would not oversize. If you look at my HSV, I have, because I know the mechanism's bigger. This one, even if the mechanism's bigger, it's not that much bigger. And that's common on the smaller reels anyway. I mean, your mechanism's 10% bigger than your friction brake. That's 100 grams. 200 grams, 300 grams, not much. Another small Taimen. Last time I grabbed a Taimen, I'm pretty sure it was a 10 kilo or so one. It was just gone. Honestly, don't know what fish it was, but it grabbed my lure and never stopped. Only thing I could do is lower the friction brake to nothing. And it was still just burning up. Is that a brown trout? Yeah, that is. That's a good brown trout. 835 gram brown trout. Actually curious. I can't remember what a trophy Taimen I got a fish on. I'll tab to pull up the spreadsheet and looked up at OBS and saw there was a fish on. I can't remember what a trophy Taimen is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty big. Small brown trout. Trophy Taimen is 50 kilos and a rare trophy is 80 kilos. We got a 2.5 kilo and a 1 kilo. Just to give you an idea of the size of those fish. They are small. And the 2.5 kilo one gave us a pretty good run for our money. Another Taimen. Nope, that's a perch. Saw the red back fin and thought it was a Taimen. See if anyone's even caught a trophy Taimen here. 35 kilos, the biggest since the start of the year. And that's using, what is that? A squirrel. I'd be jigging, I believe, with a soft plastic squirrel. Perch was a marker. Might have one more cast. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have one more cast since we caught this fish pretty quickly. And we're able to bring it in pretty quickly. Small brown trout, last cast of the day. All right, that'll wrap it up. 42 fish in an hour, not bad. I'm gonna say right at 100 silver. $100.34. Couldn't have been closer. Roach, white bream, bleak, dace, white bream. Didn't get big perch. Didn't get big pike either. So 100 silver on the day, not too bad if we sort by price. The grayling was 24 silver. The 2 kilo Taimen was only 7.3 silver. And gave us a much bigger run for our money than that grayling did. A couple of good brown trout there as well too. But take 100 silver. So that'll wrap things up. Like I said, between episodes, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for buying more 10 bars and sandpaper. If they're reasonable price here, I may buy them here. If not, we're going somewhere. Probably going to go somewhere tomorrow anyway. Appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back in tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.